see the New York Knicks taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here we go. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And Jeyy, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And Randall throws it down.
And that is a big man rumbling downhill. Randall is an excellent pick and roll partner.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
He led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Brunson goes in.
Que se te quitó el indicador y tú no lo puedes poner. Sácalo entonces, sácalo. Sácalo entonces.
It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. the offensive skill set for Carl. Anthony Towns, great as a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
New York on D. It's Edwards on the wing. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now, here's Anunoby. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Anunoby. New York missing again.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's DiVincenzo. Now Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Gobert understands how to capitalize off these sets. Great movement by him after setting the screen.
Here's Brunson going inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. Well, Coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. Jeyy, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Now, here's Bridges. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
DiVincenzo with it. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Gobert can't hit.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you got to take it back.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Edwards from the arc. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular play and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
And here's Brunson outside. They get it back.
7-1 wingspan. Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Edwards looking it over. 6 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson right side. Bridges outside. The shot off that time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 1. Stay with it. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fit. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Guys, back to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Randall is doubled. Out to Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And the basket is good. Gobert's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you know, Gobert is only going to shoot it when he gets a high percentage look like that.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And here's Edwards. He has yet to score. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Brunson outside. And he drops it in from the low post. Brunson's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Knicks. And Jeyy, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And Hart throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, Jeyy, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Picked by Randall. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 7. Inside. Back to Anunoby. Hart, that's good.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarter.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Down low. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. And that's 11 points for Rudy Gobert.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And 1:01 left in the first half. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Here's DiVincenzo. Back to Gobert. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Hart. The layup off target. Timberwolves trail by 7. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now DiVincenzo. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The key thing, Coach, that Donte DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Donte DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Right side, Edwards. And that one is good.
Yeah, I really like when Edwards shows this kind of patience, allowing the play to develop over time.
Thompson with it. 8 points for him. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. McDaniels outside. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Anunoby. Edwards, no good. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Brunson. Ooh, the quick Jalen Brunson.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
Picked by Randall. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. Brunson with some nice D. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Brunson with another miss. Here's Edwards. Trying to get open is Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And that one's good. Towns. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Edwards. To the paint. Here's Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
Reed is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
To the middle. Here's Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Baseline jumper. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. A different look for New York. .153 left in the third quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Alvarado. Here's Jeyy to the inside. Here's Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Huckporty. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, Jeyy, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, that has some truth to it.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit. Bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back over to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Timberwolves trail. Tipped away. Alvarado with the steal. And the layup is good. Alvarado's got 4 points this quarter.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Dosunmu. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Reed. And a miss there on the triple. Shamet on the wing. This one for 3. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Knicks up by 4. And do not go away. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. New York leading by 4. Pass to Bridges. Brunson surveying the D. High arcing shot. Yep, that one goes. Brunson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Knicks. Outside Edwards. Picked by Randall. To the middle. And Randall throws it down.
And I like that. Edwards comes off the pick, keeps his options open, and then just makes the right read.
Outside, Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And here is DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Brunson. Randall with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bridges with it. Picked up by Edwards. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And on on the slam. Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Now Edwards.
Well, when Edwards is pulling out pump fakes, it's borderline unfair.
Free throw good, Edwards. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Knicks leading by 8.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw, no good.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
And the second free throw, good. McDaniels left side. Now Gobert. Towns with the rebound. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. That shot, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's DiVincenzo. Randall. Gobert. Oh, sticks the putback.
Well, you know Gobert's defense is always in the spotlight. But what about his scoring tonight?
Outside, Anunoby. Stolen by McDaniel. Here's Gobert. Randall. And the layup is off. New York leading by 7. Now Towns. And stolen by DiVincenzo. It's Randall with the drive. Cleared away by Brunson. Now Anunoby. Ah, it's good!
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniel. Now Gobert. Towns with the steal. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Now Randall. Outside Edwards. Now Gobert. 7-foot shot. Towns with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Clock at 6. Towns with the steal. And Brunson, here we go. Puts it right back up and in.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
Driving the lane. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what...
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Pass to Anunoby. Brunson taking his time here. It's Hart on the wing. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot here. Brunson misses. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real. I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Here's Brown. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And it's Brunson missing. The open shot, White. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Shot's good by Hart.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
Outside Brunson. Shoots over Brown. Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul. Rule. Boston shooting their first foul shot of the game. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Now here's Brunson. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. Right wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Kept alive by Boston. To the wing, right side. Inside. Here's White. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Anunoby. Right side Brunson. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vucevic. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him? He said, be aggressive, don't defer. And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you, B.A.
Now, an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Here's Brunson, following the bucket by Boston. And it's powered home by Towns.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Vucevic gets the bucket.
creating easier opportunities for your guys to score. That is good offense.
Outside Brunson. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Celtics trail by 4. Brown. That one falls. Coming off the Vucevic feed.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Boston with the ball. The Knicks making their last shot. Here's Vucevic. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Brown inside. And it's New York with a rebound.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. White with a steal. Pass to Hauser. Back to White. Here's Hauser. Good work defensively by Towns. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, Doris, offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
Here's Walsh. Crafty move. And he lays it up and in.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Down low. Towns showing some fight inside.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Walsh can't get it to go. Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Bridges. Back to Brunson. And here's Anunoby. Now Brunson. He's guarded by White. Screen by Hart. Here's Brunson. Second chance shot with the clock winding down. And stolen by Brown. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Brown going to work.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024, Doris.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Back to Tatum. Fires for 3. Hart pulls it in.
KYT. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Pass to Brown. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And here's Brunson from the arc. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. New York leading by 4. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. From the arc. New York no good that time either. That one goes. Count it.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Down low. Here's Walsh. .146 left in the first half of this game. Good.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a two-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
BA, I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best player.
That was something else, man!
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Oh, wow! What a finish by Jaylen Brown.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
And Pritchard, here we go. Three-pointer, Vucevic. And the three-pointer goes. Vucevic has got 5.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Screen by Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. And here's Tatum. He's covered by Hart. Now Tatum. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Knicks out in front. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Knicks with the lead. Now here's Alvarado. Inside. Here's Towns. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that one falls for Towns. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys, back to you.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Up top, White. Here's Brown. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
Alvarado into the lane. Pass to Jeyy. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Jey's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
And there's the drive.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. To the paint. Towns drops the hammer.
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
Pass to Walsh. From deep. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Alvarado outside. White with a steal. Ooh, here's White on the drive. And he lays it in on the break.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
Here's Diawara. No made baskets yet. 6 on the shot clock. Deflects the pass. Cat doing what he does.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Baseline try. That won't fall. 6 for 10 from the floor now. Knicks leading by 4. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Tatum. Out to Bridges. Screen by Hart. And Bridges. Here we go. Hart can't hit. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Bridges, right side. Launches it. On target from range. And now it's a 7-point Knick lead.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Anunoby on the take. Pass to Towns. Goes back up. Fires the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You got to guard Towns from the corners especially.
Inside. White gets it to go.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
To the middle. And stolen by Bridges. Anunoby for 3. He drops it from range. Anunoby's got 5 points. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Here's Towns. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. Outside Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Outside Brunson. To the paint. Out to Bridges. Brunson with it. Shoots over Tatum. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 28 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, that's just an innate awareness that the clock is putting you under duress. Jalen Brunson calmly delivers.
Outside Tatum. Fires from deep. The Knicks pull it in. In transition. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, this guy is just such a load to handle. Karl Anthony Towns spends a lot of time shooting free throws.
And the second free throw is good. Here's White. 6 points for him. Outside Tatum. Pass to Hauser. And so it's the New York Knicks now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Building this lead up.
New York, 52.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. A 12-point game. Oh, White with the soft touch on the floater.
Soft touch by Derek White. The floater, not an easy shot, but he puts that one on target.
Outside Anunoby. Driving in. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, Mikal just adding value to your team when he's keeping his head on a swivel like that.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Boston on offense. Down by 12. Up top, Vucevic. Hauser outside. Back to Vucevic. Tatum from long range. Towns with a rebound. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Towns on a screen. Clock at 4. Looking to end this cold spell. Brunson misses. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
It's White with a drive. Outside, Brown. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. To the inside. Anunoby.
OG Anunoby, such a nice blend of power and skill. You see it right there.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, PA, because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them.
And And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, B.A., and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league-level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven, without those two qualities, that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Here's Brunson outside.
This is what makes Derek White so dangerous. Yes, he can score it. Yes, he can pass it. But he is a tenacious defender.
Hart pulls it in. New York leading by 13. Left side, Brunson. Check out Brunson going to work inside.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Now Bridges. Outside Brunson. 4 on the clock. The 15-footer. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Celtics trail by 15. White fires. Can't get the three. Left side Brunson. Cleared away by White. On the wing, Hauser. A minute 50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Right side Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
That is just tremendous focus from Jason Tatum. This guy has gotten so good at walling off defenders and finishing plays.
New York making a switch here. Well, Doris, when you look at the skill set Jason Tatum possesses, what specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game.
Left side Brunson. Now Towns. Vucevic with a steal.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Knicks.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
Book it!
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
6 to shoot. The putback. Just in time with the putback. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Screen by Hart. Oh, no good on the layup. So New York wins it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Alan.